call for with Bonds, Vince Coleman, and Chris Mullin. That's cool. And you're there right now with it? That's cool, man. We've got a few open, so we're going to hang out here for a second to get a few of these closed. Mark, I got you on the dollar. I'll do it now before I type other stuff because I might forget. So 5 bonus there too. If you claim 20, you get 5 bonus. Most of you know that. Just making sure. Oh, I'm trying to catch up today. First of the month is always crazy for me. Let me go mark this down. Yeah, of course. Thank you. Good luck to you. All right, what else was I going to type? 5 left in Eminent, 2 left in basketball. We're going to say 1 open in... I did not, Larry. I saw it too late. I saw that too late. I saw you sent me something else too for... Maybe that's what it was. There was bidding for other things too. And then there was bidding on some game used Mammoth jerseys today that I missed as well. I think they went really high, but... Do you know what it ended at, Larry? The round with Blow? I don't even want to know. I should have had all these typed up so they were all at the top, but that's what I get for going slow today. Love assigning, that's cool. Yeah, you're more in an area where there's stuff happening. Not a lot happens around me. Hopefully more soon now that we've got baseball on the way, hockey's here, basketball's here. Okay, so 3,500. Where was the round at? I didn't even see that part. Oh, that's good. Let's get the poll going here, guys. We're going to take the first few minutes to get everything caught up. So, which positions will hit most today? Kevin Houston in the full size, you got it. Which positions? Sometime in June. Nice. Today. Okay, there's the poll. So let me get these slowly caught up here. Got Kevin on Houston. I'm going to share my screen so we're all on the same page. Vlad, New Jersey, with a random up, you got it. So there are 4 main spots left in the NHL Eminent. $18 per. There's also, well, I've got a random up for $9 if you want to just get a half spot. We'll slowly get those filled up here too, and then we'll get rolling as soon as a few of these items get going. So East Coast is technically full, but one more will full close us. Just depends if we want to have solos or not. Detroit Eminent, gotcha. Detroit for Jonathan. Okay, So let's run through everything that's going here. We'll do our dollar break first in just a few minutes, 5-10 minutes. If you haven't, if you didn't get spots in the dollar break and you want spots, I'll still allow them to be claimed here live. I should also check the post because it looks like one more just got claimed on there. This is why I should just shut it down there and finish them off here, but it doesn't always happen. Jonathan, that was 3 minutes ago. I think that was after Mark, so you'll have these next 3. These next 7, sorry. 7. I am going to mark that, and I'm going to go mark it over here so I don't forget. Okay, well, let me catch back up. I'll take Devils, Detroit, Charger. Carlos, you got it. Chargers in the 4 box. So we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4 left in the 4 boxer. We're closed in Radke besides the Raiders. The Raiders are a random on Tim's spot that he's selling for $18. If anybody wants to jump on Las Vegas, they're there. 4 over here. East Coast has 1 spot left to full closes. I'll read those now. Brock Faber, Cam Talbot, Cole Perfetti, Connor McMichael, Dawson Mercer, Elvis Merzlikins, Evander Kane, Ilya Sorokin, Jack Drury, Lucas Dostal, Mark Recchi, Mark Scheifele, Mike Richter, Mike Vernon, Miro Heiskanen, Owen Tippett, Trent Frederick, Tyler Seguin, and Victor Hedman. If you guys want me to name teams that might still be left, I'm happy to do that as well. Over in Fanatics, we're 3 away on the Eminent. I think we're down to 5 boxes. I think we're halfway. Yeah, it's crazy they got Myles Garrett. I don't know how they have the room for that, but they do. 3 left in Eminent, 2 left in the basketball. So I'll read off some teams available in both those here in a second as well. Daryl, what's up, man? How you doing? So if you're looking for one more spot in or any spots in hockey, and you want me to say a team, yeah, Miles, I know you and Greg and who else are Rams fans here? Steve, Lucky Ducks, Wild, Red Wings, Jets, Capitals, Devils, Blue Jackets, Canucks, Islanders, Hurricanes. These are all the players that are left. Ducks, Penguins, Jets, Rangers, Flames, Stars, Flyers, Oilers, Stars, and Lightning. Okay, let's go over to basketball because we just have 2 left there. I don't think we'll have any solos. I think it'll close us fully. So we could always do 3 solos for 7 if we wanted to, with just 1 more claim. Players that are left here, this is a pick 1 random 2. So you pick 1 player, you get 2 randoms. It's $21. The players that are still left to claim, I'll read those off now. Welcome in, everyone. Claes Campbell, Jerome Bettis, reading these off, making sure I didn't miss a claim. 2 will close us here. Artis Gilmore, Ben Simmons, Bob Cousy, Chris Mullen, Damian Lillard, David Robinson, Dikembe Mutombo, Dominique Wilkins, Gary Payton, Giannis, Grant Hill, John Morant, Jalen Green, Jalen Johnson, James Harden, Jason Kidd, Joe Dumars, Julius Erving, Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, Larry Johnson, Mitch Richmond, Muggsy Bogues, Oscar Robertson, Paul Pierce. I just sound like the kid. How's high school? Paul Pierce, Robert Horry, Sean Kemp, Tim Hardaway, Tony Kukoc, Trey Young, Tyler Hero, Tyrese Maxey, Vince Carter, Walt Frazier, Larry Tick, and Kukoc. Okay, there's 1. 1 more will close us there. If you're jumping in now, we're just closing a few of these up, and then we can run randoms and get going. Appreciate you guys being patient. So 1 left in basketball, 1 left in East Coast. If we need to, we'll just run randoms on East Coast, and there'll be 2 $18 solos, but I'd rather just have a full claim if we are going to do that. It's an all-in move for the Rams, and I'm there for it. If you weren't good, not getting results, I know. There's a lot of question marks, but they're fully in, which good for them, man. At least Philly got rid of the diva. I didn't see him as a diva. A.J. Brown, I'm sad he's leaving, but it kind of seemed like he was going to New Orleans like a month ago, and then not New Orleans, New England. And he's doing it, so it is what it is. Okay, we'll hang out here for a few minutes until maybe one or two of these three fill up. These are the first ones we're going to do besides the dollar break, so we'll do that in a second. Also, for the 15th time, as a reminder, if you can ignore me if you already heard me. If you want spots in the dollar break, it's open for another 2 minutes, 3 minutes here while we're getting these things closed up. If you don't have Facebook or for whatever reason you didn't claim it on Facebook, you can claim here. I'm going to refresh one more time. Don't think there's any more on there. OBJ back with the Giants too. I know. I kind of like that. That's cool. Packers kind of ended his Giants thing when he punched a hole in the wall and all those guys were on the boat. And interesting. Okay, I'll read off some teams that are left here in Eminent as well. A bunch of like headliner type teams still left here. 3 left that'll close us. Vlad also has a solo for 9 or a random. Teams that are left in Eminent: Anaheim, Arizona, Utah combo, Buffalo, Calgary, Carolina, Columbus, Dallas, Edmonton, Montreal, Nashville, Islanders, Ottawa, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Seattle, St. Louis, Tampa Bay, Vancouver, Washington. 3 will close us there, so we're a little bit away on that one, but not too far. I'm going to run randoms on East Coast. There's going to be 2 solos for 18 on our 7th roll. So 19 names there. Do we have 7 there? We do. So let's at least knock that out and come back and get the other 2 filled up. 1 left in basketball, 3 left in Eminent. So we're right there. And there'll be a few live fills tonight as well. There's 2. Am I showing my screen? I am. 3 on the 7th roll. The last 2 will be $18 solos. There's 5, 6, and 7. We've got Trent Frederick. Whoops, I didn't highlight. Let's see. And Mark Scheifele, Oilers and Jets. $18 solos on both of those. Is Frederick the alternate? Nope. No, it might be, but it's not listed, is it? And then Mark Scheifele, Jets. Great player there, too. Going Russell in honor of his retirement. I saw that. He said he's going to go, is it CVS? That he's going to go do stuff with. Scheifele for Nick. Thanks, Nick. Good luck to you. Just Trent Frederick Oilers are the last spot on East Coast. Closed over here besides Vegas. If anyone wants that, we can get back to the full size when we get over there. So really just 1 left in basketball and 3 left in Eminent before we get rolling. I'll probably do dollar break in just a second here, though, so that we don't sit and wait on these. These are all the players that are left in basketball. 1 will close us. I'm trying to think if any of those are pictured headliner names. I'm going to look really quick. Not that that matters, but it's fun to go after. Lillard is a pictured headliner with the 6th pick inscription. I think the rest of the headliners are picked. Pictured headliners are picked. Durant, Williamson, Jokic, Ewing, Kareem, Wembanyama, Wade. I'd love to hit a Wemby wall. Let me go back over here. Okay, let's do this. Let's do our dollar break. We'll come back and we'll try to fill up the basketball and the Eminent photo. Everything else is basically there, ready to go. Final call. I just heard a weird noise. Maybe that was myself. Final call to grab dollar break spots. I'll read these off, and as soon as I'm done getting down to the last spots here, we'll close it. If you've claimed on Facebook, let me know so I don't leave you out. But I don't. I just refreshed it a minute ago and just did it again. I don't see you there. So I'm going to leave that alone. 403, probably close to 70-ish, 75-ish, something like that in free spots, maybe 80. Read through these. Pay attention for your name. If you think I did the wrong amount, let me know. I'll always make that right, but I'd rather run the right list the first time, obviously. In the dollar break, Jesse, I've got you with 5. Tom, you have 5. Greg, you have 4 there. Richard, you have 20 with 5 bonus. Chris D, you have 20 with 5 bonus. Nick F, you have 10. Dylan, you have 20 with 5 bonus. Greg, you've got, oops, I only had 19. 20 with 5 bonus. Brian, you've got 4 there. Bill S, you've got 20 with 5 bonus. Greg, you've got 20 with 5 bonus. Jesse R, another 5. Scott, you've got 20 with 5 bonus. Larry V, you've got 40 with 10 bonus. Chris A, you had 5. Chad, you had 10. Larry K, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Dustin, you had 12. Steve A, you had 7. Brian E, you had another 4. Richard, you had another 20 with 5 bonus. Sky, you've got 20 with 5 bonus. I know what you're after. Mark, you've got 20 with 5 bonus. And Jonathan R, you claim 7 we are going to close it there. So 403, which is what I already mentioned earlier. Let's go to Facebook here. Okay. Here are all the items. I only added one new item. I think I added like 5 or 6 the last time, so I kind of took a chill pill on this one. Here's all the items. I'll go through them. Whoever wins after our dice roll and our list running can pick whatever one of these items they want. There are a few that you can pick multiple items. They're just the ones that have the little pound signs next to them. In the full-size department, Reggie Wayne, Adrian Peterson, Deion Sanders, Joe Theismann, Ryan Day, A.J. Brown, and Devonta Smith, duel. Mason Crosby, Duper, and Clayton, duel. Jim McMahon, different styles on all those. In the custom jersey, we have a Major League signed by 3 of the Major League actors. Don Cherry on the suit custom. Dan Marino, Lamar Jackson, 1999 Dallas Star champs. Christian McCaffrey, Emmitt Smith, Ellie De La Cruz, Andrew Luck. Other items: Taylor Swift, Lord of the Rings screenplay, whatever. Quinn Hughes hockey mini helmet for the Wild. Brian Urlacher midi flex. A couple photos and Walter Payton and Gordie Howe, big names there. Terrell Owens on the Dallas Cowboys signed hat. Bo Jackson on the bat. Some non-sports Funkos: Adam Sandler, Rainn Wilson, Chevy Chase. This is torture every single time. I can't ever think of all their names. Andrew from Breakfast Club. It's Emilio Estevez. Henry Winkler, Tony Hawk, and Ice Cube. Full sizes: Bijan Robinson, Warren Sapp, Brian Dawkins, Steve Spurrier, Kurt Warner, Ray Lewis, Tyreek Hill, Mike Vick is the one new addition on the amp. Hard to get Falcons amps these days. And LT, Lawrence Taylor. Some licensed jerseys: Wolf Fanatics Premium, Peppers Nike, Thompson Nike, Shaquille O'Neal, Mitchell & Ness, Mika Zibanejad Adidas, and Brett Hull Fanatics Vintage. Bobby Hull, not Brett Hull. Bobby Hull. Sports Funkos: Dan Marino, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Jordan Love, Ellie De La Cruz, Drew Brees, Terry Bradshaw, Shaquille O'Neal. Minis: Aaron Rodgers, Jim Kelly, Joe Montana, Jamar Chase, Charles Woodson, Giannis on the Bucks, Terry Bradshaw, Bo Jackson, Cooper Kupp. These minis are all awesome. I don't think we've had one picked in a long time. They all pack a punch, though. Full sizes: Tony Gonzalez, Cam Newton, Matthew Golden, Derek Brooks, Josh Jacobs, and Archie Manning. And then there's a Baker Mayfield frame that's not included with any of those. It's somewhere in here, but each individual item is shown if you want to scroll through and look at items. There's the Mayfield frame. Those are the options. Let's go over here and roll some dice. We roll 2 dice. My rule is 7 or higher. If it's not 7 or higher, we re-roll. I want to roll it at least 7 times. I hate 5 dice rolls for stuff I'm in, but usually 7's the number. This one we randomize it twice. Dice roll and the list. First roll is 7. There we go. 7's what we're going to go with. We'll go over here. Share this. There's our solos from before. Let's clear it out. Let's paste these. Should be, was it 403 I said? Let's run it once just to make sure. 403. Okay, this will be quick. Only 6 more rolls. Top name can choose whatever item they want out of the 70 items. I think it's exactly 70 or close to it. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. Good luck, all. Thanks for joining the Dollar Break. One of my favorite things we do. Sometimes we have a bunch join, sometimes we don't. This is like a middle ground. 6. And this next one will be our winner. We've done it 6 times. 7 is what we rolled. Top spot gets to pick whatever they want, and that is Greg. Jonathan, 2nd. Scott, 3rd. Dustin, Mark, Greg, Richard, Greg. Sheesh, you guys, some of you guys had your name in there a bunch of times. Last place, for those that are wondering. Scott, take it for what it means, Scott. I don't know. You were up there in the top 3. But Greg, taking home the Dollar Break. Congrats, Greg. If you know what you want and you want to tell us all, go for it. If you need time, let me know you need time. There's a lot of items. I assume that most of you guys have 1 or 2 that you're after, and as soon as you win, it kind of opens up the thought process again. Sometimes you have 1 and you know exactly what you want. But anyways, congrats. Greg's there. 7 times should be down here at the bottom. It is. Congrats, Greg. Thanks everyone for joining. Better luck next time, which will be in 2 weeks. Not this next Sunday, but the Sunday after that, we'll drop one. See if I had anything else in there. Okay, let's go back over here. And let's see if we can fill up these last few spots. So we can get rolling. We'll try to do our basketball and NHL stuff before we get to Racky and Big L's. So I'll read through these lists again. Basketball is 1 away. Eminent is 3 teams away. 21 here, 18 there, so not too much. And then 1 solo left in East Coast, 1 random being sold in Racky, and a couple teams left in Big L's. 1 left to close us in the Gold Rush basketball. If no claims, I'll probably just have 3 solos at $7 a piece. But I'm trying to think. 30, 15, yeah. So I'll read through them one more time. If we get a claim, we'll roll with it. If not, we'll have 3 solos at $7 a piece. Artist Gilmore, Ben Simmons, Bob Cousy, Chris Mullen, who happens to be over at Tim's place of employment right now, Damian Lillard, David Robinson, Dikembe Mutombo, Dominique Wilkins, Gary Payton, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Grant Hill, John Morant, Jalen Green, Jalen Johnson, James Harden, Jason Kidd, Joe Dumars, Julius Erving, Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, Larry Johnson, Mitch Richmond, Muggsy Bogues, Oscar Robertson, Paul Pierce, Robert Horry, Sean Kemp, Tim Hardaway, Trae Young, Tyler Hero, Tyrese Maxey, Vince Carter, and Walt Frazier. I'll come back to that in a second. On the Eminence, let me look here at some of the. Let's do this. Just as a. Look through them here. So Rangers gone. Columbus Blue Jackets have Zach Werenski as one of the pitcher headliners. Chicago's gone. Montreal has Cole. I think that's Cole Caulfield from what it looks like. Philadelphia, Bob Clark's not claimed. If we look at the other ones, I'll read off the teams that are left, but those are a few. These are all randoms. Washington will be a random. So if we hit an OV, it'll go to whoever gets randomed OV. Thomas, what's up, man? Toronto claimed. We actually hit this Philip Forsberg, or one, not that one, but one like it, right? And that is Cale Makar, I think, Colorado. So those are claimed. Let me go back over here and let's see who's left. In the Eminent. Good. That's good, Thomas. Anaheim, Arizona, Utah, combo spot. Buffalo, Calgary, Carolina. Columbus is one of the pitchers headliners. Dallas, Edmonton, Montreal is one of them. Nashville, New York Islanders, Ottawa, Philadelphia is one of them. Pittsburgh, Seattle, St. Louis, Tampa Bay, Vancouver, Washington. Lots of great teams there. 3 left to close us. While we're waiting for those, I'm going to run the randoms. We're going to have 3 $7 solos in the basketball. We'll do it that way on this one. Get rid of the dice roller, which is always fine. See if we can get 3 fun names at the bottom here. Okay, 7 times. 31 through 33 on the 7th will be $7 solos. Just first come, first serve, one at a time, please. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Solos are James Harden, Tim Hardaway, and Muggsy Bogues. All great names. All great names. Okay, I have got Tim with Harden just a little bit ahead of Chad. Hardaway there. Bogues, Muggsy Bogues going to Nick. Tim Hardaway is a $7 solo. Okay, we'll get rolling in just a few minutes here. Last thing we need closed is Eminent, and that's basically it. Trent Frederick on the jersey. Let's do this for way of time. We can wait till we get there too, but we only have basketball before that. Let's drop the last 3 down to 15 instead of 18 per. Vlad's still selling a solo for $9 as well. We can see get Vlad if no one claims it and see if they want to claim him. But $15 per spot on Fanatics Eminent on the last 3 to get us closed up. We'll run those randoms and then we'll get rolling with all the stuff tonight. Monday night. Summer starts. Everyone loves summer. I don't know that I love summer. I had to figure out how to work this morning with my kids being home. I don't know about it. It's nice, but it's also not nice. So $15 per claim on these last 19 spots. 3 of them need to be claimed, and then we're closed and ready to go. Tim Hardaway's a $7 spot. Trent Frederick is an $18 spot, and then we're good to go. No sports last night, at least no NHL or NBA, and none tonight either, right? Trying to think. Doesn't it start tomorrow for NHL and NBA starts Wednesday? Maybe even after Wednesday. I guess I watched the World Cup or whatever. I don't know if it was a qualifier or what it was, but against Senegal. Tuesday for NHL. NBA is Wednesday, yep. Oilers eminent, Pittsburgh eminent. Okay, thanks, guys. So 15 on those. We're just one away, guys. Whoever's wants to be a closer for us. I'm going to put some asterisks so I don't forget. Tim, gotcha. One spot will close us. We're almost there. I think these things are awesome, guys. There's a lot of fun possibilities in these. I see several teams in here that are great teams to have. I'm also going to lower Frederick down to 15 instead of 18. So one spot left in Fanatics Eminent, $7 spot in Tim Hardaway, and $15 spot in Trent Frederick, and then we're ready to go. Dollar break has been ran, and we'll get rolling with our pre-fills. I'll just wait until Eminent's full. We'll run randoms, and then we'll get going on stuff. Thanks for being patient, guys. Ooh. Change the song, please. One left in Eminent. These are the available teams. The East Coast today, guys, is a 2-boxer. The fiver, I mean, this is the package that came the other day when we decided to just stick with the last 2. I still haven't opened it. We may do 2 today and then 1 Wednesday, 1 Monday, 1 Wednesday, or we may do 2 again on Wednesday and then solo for the last one. I don't know. But we'll figure that out as we go. One final spot on Eminent. Could also just do 2 solos if we want to, but if we do solos, I'm going to do it at 9 each, not 7.5. So I'll give it 30 seconds. If no claim, we'll just do 2 $9 solos as well and wait for those to get claimed up, which is also fine. Dave, you want the Eminent spot? If you want it, you just let me know which team. I'll hold it for you. Some great options there. Yep, you got it. Just let me know which team you want. Anaheim, Arizona, Utah, Buffalo, Calgary, Carolina, Columbus, Dallas, Montreal, Nashville, Islanders, Ottawa, Philadelphia, Seattle, St. Louis, Tampa, Vancouver, and Washington. Hopefully you read those. I kind of went a little fast, but those are all the 17 teams. Sorry, Washington is the one team that's not available. I should always have that blocked off because they're locked for random. That's my bad. The other 15 are claimable, or 14, 16. That's my bad. I read them off too, and they're just not available. Ovi is a chaser, so Philadelphia, you got it. I'm not helping us out, am I? So Dave, it's 15 on that instead of 18. Thank you for helping us. Let's get some randoms going. Thanks everybody for grabbing spots there. One of my favorite products. Went a little slower today. That's all right. Let's get some randoms going, and then we'll get going on basketball, eminent, jerseys, Racky, and Big L's. 7 times here. Vlad still has a solo. Vlad, let me know if you still want to sell it after you see who it is. 5, 6, and 7. Buffalo on top, Arizona, Utah combo on bottom. Vlad, you have Calgary, the Flames. If you're wanting to sell them for 9, let me know. If you're going to hold on to them, let me know. I'll read off who has who, and then I won't yet. We're going to do basketball first. Last call on Tim Hardaway. I'm going to read off the names. We have 3 boxes left. 1, 3, 4. Let's get rolling. Thanks for being patient, guys. Chris, you've got Wemby, Maxey, Gilmore, Bird, Horry, and Antetokounmpo. Chad, you have Reeves, Dumars, Morant, Larry K, Williamson, Love, and Larry Johnson. Brad, you have Jokic, Vince Carter, Bob Cousy. Tim, you've got O'Neal, Jalen Green, Jalen Johnson, the Jalens. Brad, Kareem, Hero, and Irving. Joseph, you have Ginobili, Trey Young, and Kevin Garnett. Bob, you've got West, Robertson, and Grant Hill. Larry V, Rodman, Simmons, and Peyton. Bill S, you have Wade, Kidd, and Richmond. Elliott, Ewing, Mullen, and Wilkins. Dave, you've got Iverson, Pierce, and Kemp. Jonathan R, Durant, Lillard, and Mutombo. Larry V, you've got Kukoc, Robinson, and Frazier. Sell, please. Okay. Calgary is up for $9 in the eminent, guys. I'll remind us when we get there. James Harden going to Tim. Muggsy Bugs going to Nick. I'm going to sell Tim Hardaway at 5. If he doesn't sell at 5, we'll just hold him. If his ball hits, I'll have my daughter use the ball for her basketball league. Okay. Let's get a box number. Hardaway for Nick. Thanks, Nick. I wouldn't use an autograph ball to play. Don't worry. Maybe I would, depending on who it is. Maybe if it was Raymond with a D. Just kidding. I'd love a Draymond Green item, even though I hate him. Names have been read. Let's get a box number. I don't have a 4-sided, even though I should. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 1, 3, and 4. We open box 2, so anything but a 2, 5, or 6 works here. And there's a 2, of course. Would have rather it been a 5 or 6. 2 again. My goodness. 3 will work. Ball 3. Mark, what's up, man? Welcome in. We will do Fanatics coming up here soon. Calgary Flames are up for $9. I'm going to put that. Yeah, it's always multiple rolls. This one makes sense, but when it's like, well, it should have been 50-50. It took me 3 tries, so close. I would say that's within the range of reason. All right, good luck on the basketball, guys. We started with, who was it? Last week, Miles Bridges. Let's see what we get today. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Eminent up next. East Coast jerseys after that. Radke after that. Big L's. We'll do a live fill Big L's, 2 or 3 box. We'll do a live fill Radke and then some licensed jerseys. This one has got a box on it, which I like for shipping. A little more safe. I'm going to pull it out backwards because it's not, yeah. Although I need to make sure it's not hitting the signature. PSA DNA on this one. Is this some cruel joke? 1 packing peanut in there? What am I touching that's, it must be one of these boxes. Every single stream, I have dirt on my palm. I grabbed something. Okay, good luck all. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Isn't that who I think it is? But it is. But maybe I can take it out of here if it will allow me. The one, it's a pictured headliner. If you guys recognize it. But the pictured headliner has a script. Oh, look, there's packing peanuts inside. This one does not have a script. Interesting. Obviously, there's multiple balls for multiple players. we've seen him before, photos and balls and everything. He's one of the guys that signs a little bit more. You guys know I like him. He was literally the only headliner that I read that I said that was available. That is Damian Lillard. Looks a little bit like a different language. Damian Lillard. I know that'll be a random. Let me find him. That's cool. He went to Weber State up by me. I always tell you that my sister-in-law coaches there, so it's cool to see him representing the Wildcats. Sometimes he wears his jerseys and stuff. I don't have any affiliation there besides my sister-in-law. I'm a Ute, but that's a great hit. Headliner type name. He's one of those guys I think deserves a little more credit than he gets. Let me find him. You know, I want to see Rodman on the ball too, but that was not Rodman. That was Dame Lillard. And that is the first random on the Kevin Durant spot. Jonathan R., Durant, Lillard, and Mutombo. Not a bad line there. I'd like to see Dikembe on a ball too. Jonathan R. starting off with a Dame Lillard ball. That's cool. PSA DNA. Congrats. That's like a darker ball too. I don't know if it's older. I'll put it back in here somehow. I'll wait till after that. Okay, congrats, Jonathan. Sorry to everyone else. That's a cool one. There's the PSA at the bottom with the other packing peanuts. I literally just posted that today about how I hate packing peanuts. And now there's some green ones in this one. What kind of cruel rule is this? Okay, let's move on to Fanatics, guys. Reminder, if you're just jumping in now, there's a few more here now than there was before. We've got our bounty, which is positions, quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, other. If you guys get it right as a group, you get to pick one of the minis over here. Oh, you know what? Did we tie on Wednesday? I think we tied last week. So it's those three minis or a full size. I'll have to pick the full size. I can't remember what I used last time. Which full size did I use last time? Yeah, Nick, we tied. That's right. As soon as I started reading that, I thought of that. What was the full size I used last time? Don't lie. It wasn't a Sidney Crosby full size. Whatever that was, if I still have it, we'll probably use that one again, but I can't remember who it was. Who do we use? Anyways, if you guys hit the... yeah, there we go. I even knew Nick was going to go there. Was it Tom Brady? Is that what we said we were going to use? If you guys get the poll right as a group, I'll random all the names off at the end of the stream, and you can pick between one of those three minis: Darrelle Revis, Joe Green, or Garrison Hurst, or a full-size Quinn Hughes. Who was it? Someone's got to know, and someone here has got to have just great moral integrity. Greg, are you just getting here, or were you here earlier? Just as a curiosity. And then the other thing is credit for today. $10 credit if you can guess who's in this bag. Walter Payton Man of the Year Award winner. If you get it right, you get $10 to use tonight. Doesn't matter if you're anything yet. Get it right, you get $10. Okay, evident time. Someone will tell me, what was the last full size we did on the last tiebreaker day? I can't remember. Now I'm on the wrong screen. It's on this screen. Okay, we're to Eminent now. Thank you. Calgary is available for $9 as a solo if anyone's interested. The Flames. These are the teams that you got as randoms. Chad, you have Chicago and Buffalo. Christy, Rangers and Anaheim. Larry K, San Jose and Nashville. Jonathan R, Minnesota and Montreal. Brian W, Florida, Ottawa, Winnipeg, and Vancouver. Scott, you've got Colorado and Carolina. Larry V, you've got Boston and Dallas. Brian W, Vegas and Washington. You got the locked Ovi chase spot, Brian. Jason T, you've got Toronto and Tampa Bay, the two T's. Jonathan R, Los Angeles and Columbus. Vlad, New Jersey and Calgary. Calgary, again, is up for sale for $9. If not, they'll stick with you, Vlad. Jonathan R, Detroit and the Islanders. Brian W had Edmonton and Seattle. Tim, Pittsburgh and St. Louis. And David L, you had Philadelphia, and you got the mighty Arizona-Utah combo spot. as a random. Let's close this. Last call on the Flames, $9 spot. If not, they're going to stick with you. With the amount I've talked about them now, Vlad, they're bound to hit. 4, 7, 8, 9, and 10 is what we have left. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to be locked into rolling that 10-sided die for the rest of this stupid case because I rolled all low at the start. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. First roll. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah! 9. If we can get rid of 9 and 10, we can start using an 8-sided die. 9. I'll take it. Little victories. Don't ask me why this one has the tag on there. So I'll give you my. You guys already know I'm already thinking why it's on the wrong side. Let's see if number 8 is a big headliner. Hey, 8, grade 8. Lock it in. We got an Ovi in box 8. It's too perfect. Still have the 10. I do. I've got 2 8s from you. This 8. This 8. Some cool ones. I've got the 10. The only one I don't have is the dang 4. Little triangle. I don't know where it went. You gave me this one too. Yeah, it's I mean, I lost one. I'm gonna blame it on someone else. I bet one of my kids took it. They used to come down and get these dice because they had different colors and they would build stuff with them. I bet they took the 4 one. I could just buy one, but I'm being lazy. Okay, 9 is Rangers. You think so? Rangers have been a hot early claim most weeks. Okay, let's roll. Just getting here, huh? Okay. If I do both hands, it comes off a little easier. Then once you go to 1, there we go. Okay, there's not really an easy way around opening this. So you're going to see the logo down in the bottom left corner first. Maybe I should just try to go fast. I don't know. Good luck, all. We are more than halfway through with this one. I'm going to keep it down here so that you just see the picture first. Ooh, cool. You know, I don't know if I was expecting to see him on Minnesota. Maybe others were as well, but that's Quinn Hughes. We've got him on Vancouver in my jersey series. I've also got another Vancouver jersey of his. That doesn't really bother me. Quinn Hughes, Vancouver Canucks. That's a great hit. I know that, it's probably known that he was on Vancouver. There's a few guys on their old teams on these. College team, I win. This is his college team? Gotcha. I'll run that by the Vancouver spot. Who had Vancouver, by the way? NHL Eminent. Vancouver was a random going to Brian. You had Winnipeg on spot 6, and you got Vancouver on that spot 6. Great. This looks like it's to 50. That would be correct. 250. Just had to go back through videos. Looks like the last full size was Devonta Smith. It was, but then I traded that, and I thought I used something in between Devonta and now. I traded that Devonta Smith away to someone here watching, I think. Quinn Hughes out of 50. That is 46 out of 50. Great hit. Gold style here on the Vancouver Canucks. That is nice. I'd love to have that one too. Man, oh man. We're getting some fun names. Brian, congrats. Quinn Hughes. I'm going to put all this down here to put that back on. This thing sticks to everything though. Un momento, por favor. And you just reminded me that We got to do our college guests in a second, too. So thank you for that. Thomas, what's good? Yeah. We're rooting for Canes or Knights. I want the Canes to win. I don't think I care anymore. I think I slightly want the Canes to win, but if the Knights win, then I can say, hey, we put up a fight against the Knights when they weren't really playing their best. But we won 2 games, and we took 2 other games to overtime that we barely lost. So, in another world, maybe we went a lot further than we did Utah, or maybe we just would have got swept in another world. Okay, time for East Coast, guys. I'm going to open this box with you here in a second. Before we get there, though, Trent Frederick is our last solo. It is $15. I lowered it from 18 to 15. Oilers Fanatics Premium for him. In this one, Louis, you've got Forsberg and Talbot, Jonathan R. Roenick and Drury, Jason T. Larkin, Merzlikin, Sundin, and Recchi, Larry V. Hull, McMichael, Vasi, and Mercer, Nick, Gensel, and Faber, Daryl, you have Hasek and Hedman, Dylan G., Belfour, and Perfetti, Brian W. Jarvis, Richter, Yossi, Seguin, Askarov, Tippett, Ojic, and Sorokin. Chris, you've got Chris O, Kachuk, and Dostal. Daryl, you have Brindamore and Heiskanen. Jonathan R. Wolf and Vernon. Brian W. Hoglander and Kane. Frederick is available for 15, and Scheifele was 18 claimed by Nick. Chad's going to take Frederick. Okay, we are full. I don't know the box numbers yet, so I'll just leave this up, and I'll write them down, and then we'll random them. I'm the one that hit that Devonta Smith band with clips. Yeah, so there was a classic Devonta that I used as a freebie, but then I'm pretty sure I traded Chad. So I think I used a different. Oh, wasn't it Matt Ryan? No. Maybe that was before Devonta. I'll figure it out. I'll get a full size going. I just can't remember the one I did last time, which was probably like a week or 2 ago as a bounty freebie. Any cut marks in this one? I literally just brought it down that day, and I haven't touched it since we voted not to use them. No, it looks clean to me. Remember, I said sometimes when he ships me these jerseys, he ships stuff that I win with him. I think the only thing I have with him is Cutter Gauthier, and we already hit him in the series, so he's in here solo without a box. I know why, but I think he waits till his series is done to ship out, so I doubt it's in here. That still has a long ways to go. Thank you for the free packing. This feels like more than 5 boxes. So maybe he did. Didn't I buy 5? 48. 50. Yeah, there's 6 boxes in here. Did I buy 6 or 5? What have I been telling you guys? And look, these have... I'm so confused. Haven't I been telling you guys 5? And that we'd have to do a solo? Unless one of these is already open and it was from my win. But it wouldn't have this picture on it because this is a different series. No, these are all sealed. I'm pretty sure I only paid for 5. I think I only paid for 5, so I need to talk to him about that. Let's make sure they're all the right picture from this series. Gretzky, 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 Gretzky. Gretzky, Gretzky. Does he get... Oh! I'm a moron. That's fine. Should we open it and see that it's Cutter? False alarm! I didn't see it. This is from my hit with him, I bet. I'm going to open it now for you guys. So this is risky, though. I mean, he wouldn't write my name on a series box, and this one's already been opened. Should be Cutter, and it is. All right, sorry, that's mine. That's the one I won. False alarm, we do have 5. I know, I was like, sweet, we got a free one. You know, every once in a while, someone that we buy a lot of stuff from will throw us something extra just for fun, but Guess it's not that. Okay, there's our numbers. 48, 41, 26, 18, 50. Let's write them down. Yeah, you saw it right. He was good, but nobody cared. I love Matt Ryan, but I mean, he didn't. If he would have won that game, I think it would have changed a lot of things. 15, 18, 26, 41, and he should have won that game. Okay, there's our numbers. Let's get 2 boxes. I already read off the players, right? Yeah. If you don't hit a headliner, throw it in the cutter. Maybe I should do something like that. I think I should have if we don't hit a pictured headliner in these 5 sort of giveaway. I'm going to agree to do that. I still need to give Brian his choices, whether it's a combined or 2 solos. I had Daryl pick something that I knew he'd like. Let's do that. If we don't hit a pictured headliner, I'll put everyone from these 3 or 4 breaks, depending on how we split it up, into a pool. Someone will win a freebie from me. Maybe it'll be a little bit nicer too. So let's do these numbers. I like it. I like where your head's at, Nick. Because I'm pretty confident, much just like I was before, that we've got pictured headliner in these 7, starting with tonight. Now I don't have to worry about it. 5, 6, and 7. I was very confident that we had Wayne Gretzky until we got to like 16 boxes. Then I gave up, and then I didn't give up on the very last one. 26 and 15. 15, 26. These 3 will be saved for next time. We're either going to do a 1-boxer. You have to love it if we got the other Gretzky. There's still an Euler, Mitchell, and Ness sitting out there. That would make my year if we got a double Gretzky headliner. Okay, got the list there. Next up is Racky. Do some college guesses. I'm going to put the other stuff away as soon as we open these. 15 first. And we get the benefit of having pictures on them. I think he doesn't put pictures on mine because he's worried they're going to cut into it and see that it's a valuable hockey series. And these ones probably had them on to sell elsewhere and no one bought them, and then we got them. We get pictures. I used to print these off and tape them on myself, and then I thought, why? I could keep doing that if we want. Okay, come on, other Gretzky. Box number 1. 3, 2, 1. I love this jersey. I'm debating about. I've kind of dabbled with Nick going after it. I'm debated about it with. I think Daryl has one too. Maybe Daryl. But I need another jersey of his. Number 30. Nick says Sorokin, Ilya Sorokin, and it is Ilya Sorokin. That's a great hit. I think we hit him last series, didn't we? That might be the one that Daryl has in his series. Not you? Who? Oh, I hit it, and it got sold to Christian. Christian has it in his series. Nick has a different one. Daryl does not have one. I was getting there eventually. If anybody's ever interested, we've talked about Waffle Board a ton of times. If anybody's interested in getting in Daryl's or Nick's, let me know. Nick does his on Whatnot. Daryl does his on Facebook like mine, and then runs it on, it's not YouTube, it's still Facebook video, right? So some great options in both those. Just don't claim my players. Just joking, you can. No one owns a player ever. Great jersey, Ilya Sorokin. Let me see who has him. I did not look. Islanders, Fanatics Premium. Great classic jersey. They got some talent. They haven't announced awards yet, but I think Sorokin's a finalist for Vezina or Vezina, whatever how the heck you say it, trophy. Pretty sure he's a finalist, isn't he? I want to say he was up there for shutouts and up there for goals against average or something. Very little. I've seen a bunch of pre-order stuff where they'll have like a paper in a break and it's for a pre-order coming up. So not a lot of. I've seen like his non-Islander stuff a few times, but it's just not a lot out there. I'm sure they'll come at some point. Who had Sorokin? Sorokin is a random going to the Ojic spot. Brian W. Back to back. You hit the Hughes, you hit the Sorokin. Great jersey there, sir. East Coast COA. I'll leave it out of the bag for pitcher. I got another goalie there. I need another Sorokin in my PC. I forget the style I have. It might be that one. I'm sure this big box can get out of my way too. Okay, next up, box 26. After this, we'll do Racky, then Big Al's, then some life fills. I'll try to speed it up a little. Running randoms live, waiting for fills. Me yapping too much did not help. Jersey number 2. Okay. 3, 2, 1. There was a few that were after this, and decided it wasn't time to keep going. I get it. A long series to get to this point, and he's finally coming out. There's our last Ranger, Mike Richter, right? East Coast COA. Goalies on parade. Yeah, we've been getting lots of goalies. I love it. Fanatics Premium, Mike Richter, Rangers jersey. Craig, you're one of the guys I'm thinking of. You've had a long history of Rangers not coming out for you on East Coast, though, so I don't blame you. Who had Richter before I start holding this thing up? Yeah, there he is. We might have to see if trade gets worked out. Who had him? On your first claim, Brian, you're doubling up on the jerseys today. I know you claim a few spots, so that is bound to happen sometimes. You've also done a bunch where you claimed a bunch of spots and gotten back-to-back-to-back zeros. Not today. On your Jarvis claim, you had Mike Richter as a random. Brian W. taking a victory lap, hitting both Richter and Sorokin. Great hits, Brian. Congrats. I love both those. I don't have Richter in my PC. I need one. Rangers, Fanatics Premium on this. Fight strap as well, just like the Sorokin. Man, New York, New York. Sorokin and Richter. One current, one retired. That's a fun little break there. Neither are pitchered, though, so I'll pick a jersey before the next time, and we'll say if we don't pull a pitchered headliner in the last 3 boxes, which is decent odds, I'll give away something again, even though we've hit some great jerseys since we started doing that. You got a Richter that will go on eventually. Daryl, I think, has a Richter. Or did it hit Daryl? Nick has one. Yeah, I gotta focus on a couple guys and not get distracted. I need to focus on Joe Thornton now. I need to focus on. I can't go after Cooley, Nick, because those guys bit him up like he's Connor McDavid. Maybe he is. No, he's not. All right. It is time to move on to the football portion of the night, which means our poll will close soon. The guesses will be done soon. So let's pull it up. And congrats. Nice double up there on the jerseys. It's Racky time. It's Morphin time. If you haven't guessed yet, guess a Walter Payton Man of the Year award winner. I've got one of them. I think it started in the 70s or 80s, right? If you get who it is, you get $10 to use tonight. The other one is the bounty. We'll have a full size as part of the bounty too. I'll try to figure out what the one was that I used last time. That's the positions. If you guys get the positions that hit the most right today, we'll random all the names and someone will win. On top of that, we're going to do our Racky box here now. So now is the time to guess college teams that you think this helmet we're about to open, the player was drafted from. Only one person got it right last week, and that was Larry, I think, with Penn State. Am I correct? I don't remember the player that it was from Penn State. Barkley, maybe. Was it Barkley? So get a Walter Payton Man of the Year award winner guess. Get a college guess here. These are just free little side games. Larry, because he got it right last week, if he gets it right today, he'll at least win $50. We'll wait until the next week because if he gets it right again, he'll get a free full size. No one's ever done 3 weeks. Bunch have done 2. Larry's got a shot at 2 today. I'm going to scroll up, see where Larry's is. LSU. Okay, you already know what I'm guessing. I'll wait for John to tell you, though, if he's here. John will tell you what I'm rooting for. Okay, in this Radkey, Bill S., you've got Chicago, Green Bay, Cincy, Pittsburgh. Greg, New England, and the Jets. Bill S., Philly, and Houston. Tim, you have Denver. Brad, you have Jacksonville as his random. Steve, you had the Rams. Brad, you got his random, which is Cleveland. Greg, San Francisco, Arizona. Brian, New Orleans, and Indy. Tim, you have Buffalo. He is selling Las Vegas for 18 if anybody wants the Raiders for 18. Greg, you have Miami and Carolina. Dustin, Tampa, and Seattle. Jonathan R., Minnesota, Kansas City. David L., you have the Giants, Washington, Baltimore, Detroit, Chargers, and Tennessee. And Joseph, he closes with Dallas and Atlanta. I'm guessing Alabama. I'm going to keep doing it till it hits. It'll probably hit today, though, if we're all going to be honest about it. So guess your college team, even if you're not in this break. Just you got a shot. Still coming up next is Big Al's full size. We still have the Falcons, the Jaguars, the Rams, and the Dolphins available for 43 apiece. We'll wait till those fill up to run that next, but that's coming up after Recce. Let's get a box number. We've opened boxes 9 and 11. We'll get one box number here. Okay, 1, 7 times, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Box 2. We started with 2 on the bottom shelf. Now it's top shelf. Top row, I should say. Box 2. Close that. 2. I'm going to put all this away really quick, guys. The Eminent, the jerseys, the basketball. Just give me 1 second. Basketballs. Okay. Let's get it going. Oh, box 2 would be helpful if I had that. Oh, this is watered down ice now. That works for a second. I'm going to close the poll. It looks like you guys are going running backs, which you've been doing a little bit lately. And the poll, running back it is. I'm going to highlight running back. I'm going to get rid of box 2. And before we open, we're going to see if anyone got the bounty right. I think I saw at least one, but I didn't pay attention to all of them, so maybe more than one. 3, 2, 1. You guys remember who won the Heisman Trophy the year that he probably should have won? It was Chuck. It was Chuck Woodson. Stole it from him. Many think. Who gets Peyton Manning? I remember seeing one Peyton Manning, but there may have been more than one. I'm scrolling up as far as it'll let me. Eli. Whitworth. Drew Brees. Russell Wilson. I could have sworn I saw Peyton Manning. You guys will probably tell me below, but I'm trying to find the actual claim of it. There it is. Chad had Peyton Manning. That's the one I saw. Did anybody else have Peyton Manning? Looks like just Chad. Okay. Chad, nice guess. $10 on the Peyton Manning guess. One of my favorite helmets. This is a PC helmet. We've had a few of these in the series over the years, though. The Vols Flashes. I just went out into my college section and grabbed one. You leave Woodson alone. 57 consecutive wrong guesses. What do I get? I don't know. You gotta get to the drawing board, Tim. Something's got to give. You got to flip around the whole way you guess, because it's not working. I'm right there with you. But that. Oh, you're talking about the bounty guess or the the whatever guess it is. I don't. Have you gotten? Do you ever get it right at the college, or you just get them all wrong? Okay, box 2. Good luck, all. We're going for running backs. Chad got some credit. Yeah, you got a ways to go to beat Craig's 80 wrong guesses. Okay, let's roll, guys. Box 2. If that's not visible, here is the box from Racky. Alabama. Big Al's is up next. We're still 4 teams away. I'll mention them here in a second, though. Ooh. Cool. Ooh, I'm wondering now. I didn't see the signature on this. Come on. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. We're going retro. I've been trying to win some retros to no avail so far. Grabbing like a third of the spots. $49ers on the retro. I've not seen a Niners retro yet. I have bought a Niners retro that's on the way, and I'm wondering if it's the same dude. Steve Young would be sweet on this. But I'm wondering who had Niners first off. Niners was spot 7. Greg, you had the Niners. I'm wondering if it's Mr. New Niner Evans, just like Jonathan said. Steve Young, Dion, both would be cool. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Nick has glasses that see right through the box. I would have guessed Evans if I had to guess there. What a great hit there, though. Steve Young on a Niners retro. I'm jealous of that one. What a cool hit. Red ink on this one. Oh, maybe he's a headliner picture. That's why he's like, I just look at the picture, you moron. It is. It's a pictured headliner, although the pictured headliner isn't authentic, but still, same difference, huh? They kind of show you possibilities. There's a bunch of these that get packed all around in different cases. That would be why Nick guessed Steve Young. Whatever, Nick. I don't pay attention to that stuff. I should. Want a J. Rice helmet? You and me both. I got a couple, but I'll take any I can ever get. Very nice. Steve Young retro on the Niners. Beautiful helmet. Steve Young was BYU, so we are going to redo it. You can keep your guesses. BY, poo, no one cares about them. You can keep your college guess for the next box. So, Larry, you're still alive with LSU for a double guesser. Okay, let's keep it moving here. And that was a quarterback. You guys were running back, but that's all right. Quarterback to 0 to 0 to 0. Okay, we are almost there on Big Al's. Ryan Leaf. Yeah, Greg just traded for Ryan Leaf a little while back. We've had a few in my series. Atlanta, Jacksonville, Rams, and Miami are our last 4 teams on this 4-boxer. Last four, and then we're ready to rock and roll. We will likely do a 2-boxer. Pick one random one. We'll do another rag key. I think this case is going to be fun, this rag key double case. I like a lot of the headliners. I like a lot of the stuff that I've been seeing come out of rag key. We will do a licensed jersey break at the end of the night as well. I added an interesting one. I don't know what your thoughts are on the Jimmy Wynn Houston Colt 45s is what they're called or something. Turned into the Astros in 1965, I think. Or maybe 70-something. Mitchell and Ness, so that's one of them. Baseball. We added basketball, a Magic Johnson Lakers Alt. It's one that's two-tone that kind of floats to the other color, yellow and purple, which I really like as well. And then we added football or hockey. I cannot remember. Hockey, it was Dylan Guenther, my guy. Dylan Guenther's who we added on the NHL jersey. So Guenther, Magic Johnson, and Jimmy Wynn. The Toy Cannon was his nickname. That's kind of cool. Okay. Let's go back over here. Joseph's grabbing Atlanta. Thank you, Joseph. Greg's grabbing the Rams. Just Jacksonville and Miami left, guys. Last ones. I'm going to read these off. We'll get some bingo balls going, and we'll wait for these last two to get cleaned up. Bill S., you've got the Arizona New York Jets combo spot. Joseph, Atlanta. Greg, Baltimore. Brad, Buffalo. Greg, Carolina, Tennessee combo. Kyle, you've got Chicago. Zach, Cincinnati. Bill B., Cleveland. Bill S., Dallas. Tim, Denver. Brian W., Detroit. Bill S., Green Bay. Kevin, Houston. Brad, Indy. Jacksonville is open. Elliott, Kansas City. Nick F., Vegas. Carlos, the Chargers. Greg, the Rams. Miami is open. Zach B., Minnesota. John, New England. Brian, New Orleans. Greg, the Giants. Tim, Philadelphia. Greg, Pittsburgh. Bill S., San Francisco. Chris O., Seattle. Greg, Tampa Bay. And Chad, Washington. So two left there, but we're going to get rolling here. See if I can make up some time. We'll shake it up. First one of the night. Looking for 4 boxes here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Time for me to move to a new page here soon. Okay, first number is 127. Whoops. Showing the wrong camera. 127. There is no other camera. I'm just hanging it above. My brother-in-law, who does, he like streams some, what's the name of the game he plays? I forget. He's got like a nice camera, nice noise, nice stuff. He makes fun of me. He says, let me buy you a camera. I'm like, it gets the job done. It's okay. 174. I'm not cool like that. 75. And 161. 161. Okay, 2 spots left. Jacksonville and Miami, and then we're ready to roll. We'll chill here for a second. I'm going to grab a drink in a minute. I'll wait for a little bit. I'll grab boxes too in a second if we're still waiting. I'll do that now. We'll come back with the last 2 filled. I'm going to type them in here. I'm also going to use the restroom while I'm grabbing those, just so we're not while I'm grabbing them, before I grab them. Not like that, guys. Okay, let me grab those. Use the restroom really quick. I'll be right back. 127, 174, 75, and 161. Jags of Miami. Thank you guys, Josh and Dustin. Good luck to you. Okay, after this, guys, we will do a 2-box, pick one random one for Big Al's. 40 per. I'm going to copy. We'll do a Racky life fill. We'll do some licensed jerseys tonight. There we go. And there we go. 127. Over here. 174. 75. 161. Check, 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 check. Okay, you guys are going for running backs. Let's see how we do. 75, Series 39. 6 points. Uh-oh. It's not going to happen. Sneeze. Gosh, that's the worst feeling ever, is having to sneeze, talking, and then waiting, and then scaring it from not sneezing. I think that takes a year off your life every time you do that. I'm pretty certain of it. 6-pointer. I'm getting a little more points today, starting with a 6-pointer. I like it. See the helmet? A couple different guys on this one. Can't think. Depends on if it's new or old in the series. 3, 2, 1. Starting with a Ray. We're keeping up the red. We started with a red Niner. Catch a Niner in there. 6 points for Atlanta, the Falcons. Oh boy. Both earpieces stuck to each other instead of in the helmet. Atlanta was, that was claimed live, Joseph. I don't know what is making my hands. Could be something about the boxes. Atlanta Rave, Joseph. Live fill claims 6-pointer as well. We're following the trend of quarterbacks right now. Wrong position so far, but we've only opened 2. Michael Penix. I'll have to see what happens with him. I know he's got to compete with Tua now. But everyone likes to make fun of Tua too, so I like them both. We'll have to see how that shakes out. Great hit. Michael Penix on the Rave going to Joseph. Joseph, congrats. Let me put you down for 6 Wonka before I forget. That's the highest Wonka point so far. We had a 5er, now we got a 6er. Joseph for Michael Penix. 6/1/26. We just received even more guys that can now be put on the old team list, huh? AJ Brown, and I'm looking at the old team. We only had 6. I feel like there's more than that. One hit to that, I know, literally. He should have hung it up, man. Like health-wise. I agree. Okay, Joseph, got your 6 points. Congrats on the hit. Let me get back to the screen. There we go. Okay, next one, 127. Series 39. 0 Wonka on this one. 1 bonk to the head, and he's. They said he should have wore a Guardian cap and other stuff, and he didn't. We've got a replica box, like a VSR4 box, but I wonder if it is a VSR4 or if I pack the helmet in a VSR4 box, which I will do over not having a box. I see speed breathe holes on the top, so this is not a VSR4. I think on this style. 3, 2, 1. Not a VSR4. We're going flash on this one. Moving away from red. Come on. Come on. Yes, one bag at a time. There we go. Mr. Concussion, yeah, he's not had the best luck with that. 0 Wonka. Jets are combo. At the top, Arizona, New York Jets combo spot, Bill S. Claim in Arizona. You're getting the Jets with your Arizona claim. That was my guess on this one once I saw Flash. 3, 2, 1. We're going to keep going. Keep going quarterback. Woo! That's a great hit. Broadway Joe Namath. Beckett certified on the Flash. That's a great hit. We've had a bunch of flashes of his. I think he signed a bunch of flashes. Had others as well, but man, I love that hit. Joe Namath, Flash on the Jets. Bill, congrats. Okay. Steve Young, Michael Penix, Joe Namath. 3 quarterbacks. Unfortunately for the running back, I might not even have to think about what the other full size was for the freebie. We don't hit a running back here soon. 161, Series 39, 5 Wonka. There we go. 5 Wonka. The team. I think I saw a player. 5-pointer. Here we go. Take it out of this bag. 3, 2, 1. Classic. Our first classic of the night. Baltimore. And I'm just now remembering that I did not. The people that get the rebound I might have to have them do it next series because this is unfair if we're like down to 7 teams. I don't know if we've hit Baltimore yet, but that feels like the first Baltimore. Baltimore is Greg. Greg, you had the Ravens. We're missing an earpiece because why wouldn't we be? I think I have an extra white one for once. I do. Fix it now. Second Baltimore. Okay. Either way, though, I've waited way too long to give, unless they haven't gotten their guess wrong yet, which would be nice. Then I wouldn't have missed anything. Greg, Ravens. Let's see what you got. I see it. 3, 2, 1. Thomas guessed it. Thomas said Flowers. Tape coming off, sticking in the other box. Zay Flowers. We're going to a different position, but still not your position. 5 points. Zay Flowers, wide receiver, classic speed. I like the way that one looks as well. Flowers. 1-pointer. Not 1-pointer. 5-pointer. It was 1 point for the wide receiver is what I meant. 5-pointer. Greg, gotcha. Zay Flowers. 5 points. Got a Lewis. Yeah. I've got some different Ravens in this series. That's one way current we've seen a little more often. Maybe not more often, but my series you don't really see stuff all that often because it's every 6 weeks. It's like one name. And you're not going to see a Kyron Williams every 2 weeks or every week, you know. Okay, got your points there. 5. He's a little more common than some of the other guys that I have in there too. 174, Series 39. 3 Wonka, why not? Why not? Oh, cool. I love this helmet. You could say that well, I guess that wasn't tonight, though. That was last week. 3, 2, 1. Last week I had this same style for the same team for the guest, didn't I? I think I just put it back today. Pretty sure we had a Broncos camo out there. This is a 3-pointer. Who had Denver? Denver was Tim K on the Broncos. Let's see what you got. Terrell Davis. The one we had out on Wednesday, I believe, was a champ. Champ, yep, I'll be saying champ. Okay. My memory's not too bad. I love this helmet. Okay. Tim, Broncos camo. 3, 2, 1. We got that's a other. I would say tight end other, but it's an other. On the Broncos camo, that is Bill Romanowski. Romo, that's a cool hit. 5-3-53 is the number. You might know him from The Longest Yard. You might know him as a dirty Raiders / Broncos linebacker. Brian E., are you here? How do you feel about Romanowski? He was a Bronco and then he went to the Raiders after, right? Does that just mess with your brain? Dustin, you too? Is that a Broncos guys that are here? Does that mess with you? Yeah, he was a great player. He's a little psycho, though. Bill Romanowski, cool hit. Tim, congrats. Okay, let's do a recap. We had Michael Penix Jr. on a rave, Joe Namath on a flash, Zay Flowers on a classic, and Bill Romanowski on a camo. We're going to do a 2-box pick one random one here for Big L's. And let's see what we do. See where we go. I still never got a drink. I'll just wait. Trying to catch up so I'm not wasting your whole night. Jonathan, New England, spot 1. Where am I on the right spot? Big L's I am. Spot 2, Greg, Kansas City. Nick, I have to hover, but it's the same hieroglyphics as Jonathan, so I'm assuming late on New England. We are. 3 is Cleveland. Brad got to experience the hieroglyphics when he was hovering over stuff. I don't know why it does it. Bill B, got you on Cleveland. Bill B, I got a package from you. I didn't open it till today, but I saw the logo. I'm going to pull that thing out tonight. I'm excited. It looks awesome through the helmet box. Elliot, San Francisco. I'm a little behind on opening boxes. Dave, Washington. Arizona, Brad. Pittsburgh is number 7. Kansas City gone, Bill. Sorry. Minnesota is number 8 for Zach. Number 9, Giants. Are they going absolutely nuts? 9 Giants for Greg. Las Vegas, 10 for Nick. 11, Detroit. 4, it went away. Greg. Vikes are gone, Dave. New England's gone, Bill. Cincy is there, 12. Yes, I think. Green Bay is 13 for Bill. Carolina, Brad, gotcha. 14. Las Vegas is gone, Greg. Miami is there, number 15 for Brad. Random up for sale. Perfect Buffalo is 16. Okay, I think I did that right, hopefully. We got a random up for Obi, and we're closed on Buffalo. Let me make sure. Obi. Yeah, I'm excited. Okay. Obi has a random up for 20, guys. That's our final spot in this one. We'll do a rad key next and some licensed jerseys after that. We are closed on the Buffalo claim by Bill. Nick has a random up too. So if anyone's interested, we got 2 randoms up. I'll give it a second here so I don't rush into it. No problemo. Oh boy. We'll give it just a little bit here. 2 spots available for $20 each. You'll get the random on spot 7 or 10, depending on when you claim. That's all that's open on this one. We are full, Zach. Unfortunately, I think you did get in with a couple spots, actually, but we're just waiting on a random here and a random here if anybody wants them. Obi has one, Nick has one. Otherwise, we're full. Just some randoms up. I'll give it 30 more seconds and then we'll see. Okay, looks like we'll see who you guys get. If you guys want to sell them still, we can do that. No harm in that. Okay, I already copied, so we're good to go. Maybe, there it goes. Dustin will take a random, okay. Before I roll it, I'm going to put you on Obi spot. So you have spot 7, Dustin. 1 random left, but that'll probably go unclaimed since I'm about to run them. Dustin, I have you on Obi. So Obi, Dustin has yours. I typed it there. You just can't see it till I go back to it. Okay, 7 times here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Tampa Bay on top, Atlanta on bottom. There you are. Okay. Spot 1. Jonathan, New England, Tampa. Greg, Kansas City, Seattle. Bill B, Cleveland, and the Rams. Yes. Elliot, San Francisco, Dallas. David, Washington, and the Chargers. Brad, Arizona, and Baltimore. Obi, you have Pittsburgh. Dustin, you have Chicago as a random. Zach, Minnesota, New Orleans. Greg, Giants, and Jacksonville. Nick, Vegas, and Denver. If you're selling Denver, Nick, let me know. Greg, Detroit, and Houston. Zach, Cincy, Indy. Bill S, Green Bay, and the Jets. Brad, Carolina, Tennessee, Miami, and Philadelphia. Bill S, you have Buffalo and Atlanta. Sell Denver, okay. Denver's up for 20. Sorry for the yawns, guys. Too many yawns. I'll wait a second here, see if Denver gets picked up. If not, okay, I'm gonna roll bingo balls. Denver's available. Don't need to shake, so we're good. 1, 2. Almost rolled another because not used to 2, but that's where we're at. 196. 196. 196 and 34. 3-4. Let me grab them. If Denver sells by the time we come back, I'll update it, but we'll grab those 2. Oh boy. Okay, looks like no bites on Denver. We will get rolling here. We'll do a Radke live film next. And then some licensed jerseys, hopefully, at the end of the night. So let me. There it is. Radke. Now we can close this. 196.34. 196 and 34. Okay, let's roll. Good luck, all. I have typed up 2 Wonkas, 6 and 5. I missed one. Was it the Romo 5? Yeah, it was. Hold on. Let me do it now. 5, 6, 126. How do I forget that easily? Bill Romanowski. Okay. 34. Series 39. 0 Wonka. And a black ultimate bag. Let's see what that means. I stopped taking them out of the bags if they're workable bags. Bob, what's up? How's it going, man? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oilers. Oilers, which is Tennessee Titans. Houston Oilers, Tennessee Titans. We'll keep that bag. That works. Who had not Houston, Tennessee. Tennessee, spot 14, Brad, on your Carolina claim. That used to be a combo, or still is a combo, Carolina, Tennessee. Maybe that brought you good luck. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll wait till I show it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I don't know how many times, if ever, if we've had him by himself. We've had him on the quads and the triples and stuff like that. This is Hall of Fame 86, Kenny Houston. Basically just writing his name. It's not even cursive. Back certified on this one. Houston Oilers Classic. That's cool. Kenny Houston. I think I've seen one recently too. The blue Houston Oilers, which I love those too. Great hit. Brad, congrats. Kenny Houston was a wide receiver, right? I swear, man, when you guys pick running back, everything hits but running back. 3 quarterbacks in Penix, Namath, and Steve Young. 2 receivers in Flowers in Houston, and 1 other in Romanowski. You got to hit this one to have any shot. Brad, congrats. Nice hit. Okay, 196, Series 39. 0 Wonka here, too. Quibo says safety? Was Houston a safety? Oh, I was looking at 86, like receiver. I'm a moron. I did think he was a receiver anyways, though. Is he a defense? There you go. He is a safety. So when we pull him, we're just pulling him on a Hall of Fame lid. He's not on run and shoot. He's not on the offensive stuff. Well, that's because I haven't had him a ton. I guess I should know that. He also played for the Redskins for 8 years after that. I didn't know that. Yep, so it's not a receiver. Not that it matters. It's just another spot that you guys don't have, but I'm glad that we're fixing that. Thank you, Nick. 1 wide receiver and 3 quarterbacks. Still 0 running backs. That would have been funny if he was a running back and I was trying to screw you guys over. Give us a running back here. Come on. Come on. I see ink color up here on the box. I see team. I don't see auto. I'm trying to think. Impossible, though, because this team has mostly classic speeds. Raiders. Man, Man, we went, I guess we started with NFC, but 5 AFCs after that. A little bit more of an AFC day. Boo. You don't like, oh, that's probably your, actually, I know it is, if you talked about it a few times. You made it pretty far, Eric. You made it pretty far. But not far enough. Raiders were a claim. Nick on your spot with Denver. Denver didn't go anywhere, but you kept Vegas and they hit. Both new teams for last team standing. Both of these are 5. So you made it. You made it to 6th place, Eric. Anybody here watching still alive with those last 5 teams? Nick, congrats. Nice hit. Spot 10, Vegas and Denver, the AFC West combo there. Now I see who it is. 3, 2, 1. You're still alive. Don't tell me who you have or they'll hit. And now I'm having, I know the trade fell through. Is he still there? Don't tell me who you guys have. Don't do it. I'm almost positive he's still there. But all this Myles Garrett, all this Max Crosby, he's still with Raiders. It was him that fell through with the Ravens. So that's not a former team hit to go on the list. That's a great hit. Max Crosby. This stuff just has never been cheap. It may be a little cheaper with the whole fiasco with the trade, but I really haven't seen it reflect that. Fanatic certified Raiders Max Crosby. That's cool. AFC 5 in a row. Okay, congrats, Tennessee, Kenny Houston, and Max Crosby. Let's do a Radke live fill here. And did I say this had Wonka? No Wonka. No Wonka. Our only live fill Radke. Remember, your college guest from earlier still counts for this, so Larry still has a shot with his Penn State last week to move on. Let me share this and refresh the screen. Okay, I've got Jonathan with Philadelphia. I've got Greg with New England and Dave with the Bears. Greg, New England, Dave, Bears. Bears. Jason, Dallas with a random up, spot 4. Anyone wants a random, and you can grab it for $18. Jason, Dallas, Chicago is gone. Bill, sorry, Miami is there. Greg, spot 5. Miami, Green Bay is there. Spot 6 for Bill. Green Bay, Minnesota is there. Spot 7 for Jonathan. Washington, spot 8 for David. Close to full, maybe. Dallas is gone, Greg. Sorry. Indy is there. Probably still need 2 or 3 claims, maybe. Indy, number 9 for Brad. Number 10 is Philly's gone as well. Dave. 10 is Giants for Greg. 11 is Baltimore for Dave. 12. You can claim now. Yeah, if you didn't claim earlier, you can still claim because we're still waiting on this. That's totally fine. 12, Cincy is Brad. 13 is Buffalo. We're 3 away. I think I said 3 or 4. I was right on. Are you 2 the only ones that have random up? Jason and Joseph. Buffalo random up, and then Dallas random up. Let me reorganize these. 13 claims. There are 3 spots left. John, you were Oklahoma. John, you weren't here earlier. I claimed it for us. Don't worry. I would have let you partake of the glory had we hit. I'm glad you're here doing it now. BYU didn't count. They're not a real school anyways. So don't worry. Dustin, Tampa Bay. Got you there. 2 spots left. There are also 2 randoms available. We will do some licensed jerseys next. If you're showing up now just for jerseys, again, just like Utah is way cooler than BYU, Jason. We've lost to BYU the last 2 seasons. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? New additions, Jimmy Wynn, Houston Colts 45s. I don't know, Houston Colt 45s, I think is what they call 1964, Mitchell Ness. It's a new addition. Magic Johnson on the two-tone Lakers alt, goes from yellow to purple. And then hockey jersey was who? Dylan Gunther. 40 goals, 40-plus goals for the Mammoth last season, which is great. He's in the top 10, 15 goal scorers in the league. I think he's going to be great. We got a couple great young guys. Okay, 2 main spots left, 2 randoms left. The one that when we beat Alabama in the Sugar Bowl, that should have been the championship that year, and most people agree on that. It was against your team as well, and that should have been our championship. 0, though. We have 0. You sound like a BYU fan. BYU won once forever ago. Oh, we have won the championship. You go look back at the Sugar Bowl that year. Many thought that should have been the championship game. We should have a championship. I don't care about Bama. They just buy their championships, even though they can't buy them. You can't even buy them anymore. You got schools like Indiana. Bama's superior in football, I know. Utah's a little brother in most things. Just trying to get somewhere. 2 spots left, 2 randoms left. I'm gonna grab a drink while we're waiting for these last 2 to fill up. I can get one now. Elliott, Detroit, they are there. 1 main left, 2 randoms left. Jason has 1 for 18. Joseph has 1 for 18. And we will end with some licensed jerseys tonight. Pineapple. Indy is taken, Dave. Teams that are left are Arizona, Atlanta, Carolina, Cleveland, Denver, Houston, Jacksonville, Kansas City, Vegas, Chargers, Rams, New Orleans, Jets, Pittsburgh, San Francisco, Seattle, Tennessee. One of those will close us. There are also 2 randoms. I've had a while for those to get claimed, so I'm going to run randoms when this fills. Whoever you guys get, if they're not claimed by then, you guys can let me know if you want to sell or keep. Jason and Joseph. Gotta hit something more NFC. That's not our other, by the way. You guys are done. You have to hit this and both jerseys for running backs to even tie it. What happened? Last time you guys picked running backs, they got 0 too. I think that was last Monday. Crazy. 1 main left. I'm going to check. My wife and kids are driving through the canyon tonight. Let's see if they're still up there. They went to our neighbor's baseball game up in Park City. They are still there. It's like a 45-minute drive, so. 1 spot left, guys. Chargers are available, Dave, so that will close us. That closes us. Let's run some randoms. Thanks, Dave. Good luck to you. No takers so far on the randoms for Jason and Joseph. We'll see who you guys get. If you guys want to sell, let me know. I'll let you know who they are here in a second. Here, and then we'll do some jerseys right after this. College guesses are still active. If you didn't guess earlier, you can guess now for this Radke box. If you did guess earlier, you'll keep that same guess. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Jacksonville on top, Arizona on bottom. What? We go here. Okay. Just so you know, Joseph, you have Cleveland. Jason, you have the Rams. If you guys are going to sell, let me know now so I can try to help you. Jonathan R., Philadelphia, Jacksonville. Greg, New England and New Orleans. The News. David L., Chicago and the Jets. Jason, Dallas and the Rams. Greg, Miami and Carolina. Bill S., Green Bay, Houston. Jonathan R., Minnesota, Kansas City. David L., you have Washington and Denver. Brad, Indianapolis, Pittsburgh. Greg, Giants and San Francisco. David L., Baltimore, Atlanta. Brad, Cincy, Seattle. Joseph, Buffalo, Cleveland. Dustin, Tampa and Tennessee. Elliott, Detroit and Vegas. David L., Chargers and Arizona. Rams are up, and Greg says bye Rams. Okay. Joseph, are the Browns up, or are you keeping the Browns? Just so I don't cut you off here. Let's get our box number, though. Where's our stuff there? Seven times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Box 4 wanted to stay up there. It's right there on top still. Perfect. Keep Cleveland K. Hard for me to I don't think I'd want to get rid of Cleveland either. It's like 3 or 4 guys. I'll tell you one thing right now, too, guys. Box 4, first off. I'm not going to, on purpose, not add Myles Garrett to Cleveland, if I'm being honest with you. I've got a few Myles Garretts. They're big hits. They're going to go in when I want them to go in. If someone hits a Myles Garrett and they'd rather trade for something else for a current player, I'm happy to accommodate that. But that's one of those players. I said that about Derrick Henry, and I haven't had much Titan Derrick Henry or Barkley Giants, but we have had a few. But those are kind of players where I think I wouldn't mind them hitting on any team. So just as a heads up there with Myles Garrett. Other guys are a little different. It just depends. I try to use the common sense. The Gunslinger box. Box 4, yeah. Okay. And we had a few more college guesses. College guesses still count here. Larry's the one that has a chance, and Larry was after LSU, I believe. I'm kind of rooting for you, Larry. I want to see someone get to 2. I want to have someone have a chance to get to 3. Here. I wouldn't mind seeing Romo, the other Romo. Either Romo, honestly. We already saw one Romo today. Authentic with Wobbly. I see the... Oh, I thought this was a different style for a second. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I thought it was, when I saw the top and the other side, the logo, I thought maybe it was retro, but it's not. It's just a throwback here, which I love. Patriots. Jason, you've been off on like your last 5 guesses of wobbly or light jerseys or heavy jerseys. You were right on this one. Wobbly, authentic. You're right on that one. New England was claimed early, wasn't it? It was. Greg, spot 2. New England. Did you have them earlier too? You did. Greg, the Radke curse might be lifted a little bit. You hit them both today. Congrats. Let's look at Beckett. Radke would have told me a little more. Beckett kind of opens it up here. Let's see what we got. 3, 2, 1. Is this just a smaller Christian Gonzalez? It almost looked like, for a second, my brain was telling me Damian Harris, but I think is that just a smaller? I mean, I know he signed recently. Is this just an updated, newer version of Christian Gonzalez, or is that someone else? We've had a few of the new signers from this draft that I haven't recognized at all. Let me look it up. I mean, 0 is Gonzalez, isn't it? And that looks like a Z at the end or a something. G, I don't know. I'm going to look this one up. Wife says, call me when you can. I can't. It is. I was right on that one. Christian Gonzalez. That's a cool one. I thought, like I said, every time if they won the Super Bowl, I think he deserved to be the Super Bowl MVP. He played a great Super Bowl, unlike the majority of the other Patriots. Christian Gonzalez, throwback, authentic, great hit, Greg. Congrats. That's Oregon, by the way, so nobody got Oregon, I don't think. I shouldn't say nobody. The few that I paid attention to did, but there might have been. Actually, there probably was an Oregon. Did somebody get Oregon? I'm like now either remembering it from this day or a different day. Anyways, Christian Gonzalez, congrats. Let's do a licensed jersey 2-boxer. Uh-oh. Sorry, just missed. We're just ahead. I think you may have rebounded. Maybe I keep going back to the cool series, limited flex or breakthrough helmets. So like where that was like the theme of the series, I could ask him to do that. I think so. There's some drip and rip and whatever that are pictured headliners in these. But I know the point you're getting to is where we have one per case that we know we're going to get. I'll ask him about that because I kind of like that too. I'll ask him. I liked it like that too. I don't mind. I have no complaints on the Racky series, but if you guys liked it better where there was like an actual chase style for the series, we could do that too. But I mean, if you look at from top to bottom from the series, the helmets we're pulling are pretty great. There's obviously higher end and lower end, but for the most part, I enjoy the series. But that's a great suggestion. I could ask him about that. I liked doing the ones where it was the limited. I thought was cool that were numbered. I also liked the breakthrough ones. I liked the themed ones that maybe weren't ripped or dripped or whatever. I thought it was kind of cool. I'm going to top chat this and live chat this so it gets rid of a few of the deleted claims and stuff like that. Okay. I got rid of a ton. I don't know that we're even close to closed here. Let's see. Garnett. Hopefully I didn't screw that up by doing that, but I don't think that's how that works. I've got Jonathan with Garnett. Spot 2 is Barry. For Greg, spot 3 is McKinnon. For Jason, spot 4 is Yari Curry. For Larry, spot 5 is Favre. For Gillespie, spot 6 is Kane. Down here. Kane for Nick. Spot 7 is Ripken. For Mark. Spot 8 is Ripken's just barely behind on Ripken, you dingus. Spot 8 is Marino. On the Wilson Authentic. Marino, Eric, gotcha. 9 is Noah. Joakim Noah. Spot 10, truncated is what it says until I go over it, and that's Zonka. Truncated, huh? Larry, Zonka is for Eric. Saquon is Greg. Zonka just behind Jonathan. I know you're trying to help someone else out too. That one. Zonka. Palomalu 12 is Greg. Oh, the Ripberry. Yeah, I like that one too. Magic 13. Magic for Elliot. And that's it. I thought that there was more underneath. We got a little bit of ways to go here, guys. We're at spot 13, so 7 spots left to close us, I believe. There's 4 plus 9. Yeah, 13. I'll show pictures here in a second, but I'll just hang out here and see if we can get a few more snatched up. And then we'll roll it once it fills up. Oh, boy. Chris Fig, yeah. Sometimes the signature, if they're just a little different than the normal one, it almost looks like they took a little more time. Some guys' autos look almost the same the whole way through. Some of them vary from time to time. Oh, man, I am... Lots I was thinking. Where's Brian with his claims? Okay, we got 7 spots left. I'm gonna start showing some pictures. Let me get to Facebook. Let's see if we can get there. I don't want to pull this one. I think if we get a little closer, we'll get there, but never an issue if we hate Crown Sigs and Silver Ink Sigs. I think it depends. It totally depends. There's some that look just fine on the crown. There's some that look great with silver. I think everyone kind of has their stuff they like. Okay. Here's the list. I'm going to go through some pictures. If it's an unclaimed player, I'll read it off. If it's claimed, I'll skip it. I may forget a few of them, though. Alex DeBrincat is there. Paul Pierce, Pat Surtain, Ron Francis, Steve Yzerman, Kirill Kaprizov and Chris Carter, Chris Bryant, Sammy Sosa, Jimmy Wynn, Toy Cannon, 5-time All-Star. That's one of the new ones. Dylan Gunther's also a new one. Adam Oates, Blues, Fanatics. When I bought it, it said it was a CCM, but it's not. It's a Fanatics. Still love it. Hunter Green, not Riley Green. Ray Bork, Avalanche, Dikembe Mutombo, Bucky Irving, T. Higgins, and Alex Caruso. Shaquille O'Neal, I don't know if he got claimed. Del Murphy, Bobrovsky, and Chris Bosch. Ace Bailey, Jake Ottinger, Sean Alexander, Matt Sundin, Felix Hernandez, Kurt Warner, Timu Solani, Pete Alonso, and Isaiah Thomas. Cooper Kupp and Brian Thomas. Patrick Laine, Jose Canseco, Luis Suarez and MJD, Quinn Hughes and Drew Bledsoe, Amon-Ra St. Brown and Warren Moon, Chris Chelios, Max Scherzer, Sebastian Aho, Dennis Rodman and Theo Fleury. Emmett might have not been claimed. Smith, Andre Johnson. I always forget if he gets claimed or not. Andre Dawson, not Andre Johnson on that one. Justin Jefferson, Jackson Chorio. That's all of them. So we are 7 away. We'll hang out here for a little bit. I'm going to close. I don't need to close it. I'll just go to this one. I'm just going to leave them there, actually. Who did we just pull? We pulled another. Bing, bang, boom. Bing, bang, boom. Francis available? He is. He's usually not, but tonight he is. Got you, Brett. Hope you're doing well. Ron Francis. Okay, 6 away. You got it. Yeah. Good luck. Yeah, I can't blanket hate a style or hate a location of a signature or hate a color of an ink. I think I look at each helmet individually and kind of judge out of that. But there are a few styles or locations or stuff that bugs me that would make me either trade the helmet away or not keep, just depending on. But it's not like it's not for each It's not all across the board, I think. Scherzer and Pete, gotcha. Thank you guys. 15 is Bill. 16 is Elliot. Okay, 4 spots left. We're getting closer. Text my wife. Okay. Final 4. We got NHL tomorrow, NBA on Wednesday, and it's that dreaded time of year where I know the end is near. No NHL, no NBA, no NFL. I don't know what to do with myself. Hopefully in a few years, when we supposedly get our baseball team here, I'll just fill it up with watching my Utah Outlaws, or whoever they're going to be. Oates, Yzerman, Cup, and Emmett. We are full. Thanks, guys. Fill those out. Give me a second. Oates is 17. You hockey guys, when you think of Adam Oates, what team do you think of for him? I don't really care what you say. I'm curious. 18 Yzerman was Scott. 19 Emmett Smith. Zach, no, that's not right. That's 20. And then above it was Cup, 19, Cooper Cup. Blues, okay. Because I've seen him a bunch on Boston, and I want him on a Boston jersey too. Did he play a while for Boston? I think you had one, Nick, or Daryl did, or someone did. Maybe a couple of you guys did. And I wanted to go after that, but I have too many claims, so I didn't do it. But I'd like to. I have him on St. Louis, and I want him on a Boston jersey next. CCM Boston. Did that one already get hit just recently? Is that what I was thinking of that? I'm on a I don't want to say bad streak because I keep missing my bids and I don't have a ton of guys, but I haven't hit a while back. Okay, we're full, guys. I appreciate you helping me get this one closed. Ooh, caps, cap outs. I opened some of those cards, Nick, from the. I wish we could find a way for you to not ship me those, so you don't have to pay for that. But I opened up a couple, and there was a Wayne Gretzky in there. My son stole it, and he put it in his room. So I'm like, you even know who that is? He's like, of course I do. He played for the Kings, the Rangers, the Oilers, and the what's the team I'm forgetting? The Blues. And I'm like, okay, you're listening to me. Good. I like your note. Don't eat the gum. I was going to text you and say, man, that gum was pretty still. I did not eat the gum. James hit Sunday. Oh, the Oates just barely came out. Okay. I don't think I was in that one, but I think I may have gone and watched it. Let's get some randoms going here. Oh, gosh. Now my wife's sad about something. I got to call her, but I'll wait till after this. Okay. I said, call me when you can. I said, why? A couple things. Oh, boy. 7 times. The last 4 will be $10 solos, guys. We'll roll through these. We'll look at trades and sells, and then this will be the last break of the night. We don't have a shot at running back, so bounty's done, unfortunately. 6. Here's our solos on the 7th. Chris Bosch, Pat Surtain, Alex Caruso, and Hunter Green. Hockey, football, basketball, baseball. 1 from each sport. Nice. Spread the love. Spread. They're going to the restaurant without me. Family, friends, jerks. Okay, green for Mark. PS2 for Dustin. Sertan, just a little behind. Chris Bosh, Alex Caruso. Oh, no, I was wrong. We don't have any hockey. I'm an idiot. There's 2 basketball. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Kevin's taking Caruso. Caruso had a good series. He was getting under their skin, though. And Chris Bosh. He picked P. Yeah, it's a 1-letter rule, and the A's right next to the S. I know what he means by that. Chris Bosh. Okay, let me look at names here, and then I'll the solo for Caruso. It's a 2-boxer. You have $10. The full spots are 30, but you get 3 there. A solo is 10 on these. And then Bosch going to Bill. Bill, thank you. Okay, Jonathan, you've got Garnett, Bledsoe, and Johnson. Andre Johnson. You've got Barry Sanders, Chris Bryant, and Matt Sundin. Jason T. McKinnon, Jefferson, Canseco, Larry V. Curry, Carter, Bobrovsky, Bill S. Favre, Chelios, and O'Neill. Nick F. Kane, Irving, and Dikembe Mutombo. Mark, Cal Ripken, Aho, and Del Murphy. Eric S. Marino, Gunther, and DeBrincat. Larry V. Noah, St. Brown, and Ottinger. Eric, Zonka, Higgins, and Andre Dawson. Greg, you got Barkley, Timu Solani, and Ray Bork. Troy Polamalu, Theo Fleury, and Luis Suarez. I don't think I gave you a single basketball or football random. Elliot, Magic Johnson, Dennis Rodman, Kirill Kaprizov. Brett G, you have Francis Pierce and Ace Bailey. Bill S. Scherzer, Jones, that's MJD, and Warren Moon. Elliot Alonso, Alexander, and Sammy Sosa. Brett Oates, Brian Thomas, and Jimmy Wynn. Scott, you have Iserman, Thomas, and Felix Hernandez. Dustin, Cooper Kupp, Quinn Hughes, Patrick Line, and Zach Emmett Smith, Curio, and Warner. Not a single discounted spot. Bill S., Chris Bosh, Dustin, Sertan, Kevin O., Caruso, and Mark Hunter Green. Okay, let me get back up here and see what's happening. I just said that. It's almost like if the randoms could just line up the way you guys want them, there'd be less trades and it'd be go quicker. But that's the whole idea of the random, I guess. And what if no football hit today? You would want less football randoms. Ideally, right? Okay. Did I eat the gum? I did not. Sertan, Caruso. Bob for sale, Larry. Carter, Bob, St. Brown for sale. Okay, so Bob. What about Bob? One of my favorite movies of all time. Going to Nick. Bob around. Carter, Bob, Brown, Ottinger for sale. So Carter, St. Brown, and Ottinger. Carter, St. Brown, Ottinger are up as well. By Bob. Here's Nick. Good luck. Mutombo for Quinn Hughes, Dustin. Gonna pass on Mutombo. We'll sell him to you, Nick. Did Nick ask for Mutombo? Gonna pass on Mutombo. I'm confused by that. Mutombo is where? Nick has Mutombo. Hold on, I'll look at that after. Buy or trade Bledsoe or Andre Johnson for Mutombo. That was Jonathan. So selling Mutombo to Jonathan. Let's Nick has him. If I can't trade him for hockey, I'll sell. Okay. I don't know what I'm reading, guys. Mutombo for Quinn Hughes. Buy or trade Bledsoe or Andre Johnson for Mutombo. That's the whole Mutombo. You guys retype that or something if you trade it, because that's not making sense to me. Trade for Bork or buy. Is Bork still in this series? Yes, he is. Holy moly. I don't remember reading that name ever. Greg, if you want to trade for or sell Bork, let Jason know. Gonna pass John if I can't trade him. So okay. Higgins and Dawson's up for trade. I'm losing my mind, guys. Higgins and Dawson up for trade. Not a single. Yeah. Pierce, Bailey, BTJ for sell or trade. Where are you at, Brett? Down here. Bailey, Pierce, and Thomas. Bucky Irving for trade for hockey. Okay. Buck Gear trade for hockey trade. Randoms for Chris Carter or Jettis. Zach has. Do you have 2 spots or 1, Zach? 1. Zach has Chourio and Kurt Warner looking to trade for Carter or Jefferson. Chris Carter. I'm blind. I don't know where he is. Up there. Larry has Chris Carter. Larry, if you want to trade Carter for Chourio or Kurt Warner, and then Justin Jefferson is somewhere else. Jason has Jefferson. If you want to trade Jefferson for Chourio or Kurt Warner. Jefferson. Holy cow, I'm not even close to caught up. Jefferson for Bork. Greg Jefferson for Bork. Pass Jason T. So no. Larry already put him up for sale. So that's yours, Eric. Unless I missed someone else buying it. If I did, please let me know. For some reason, it loads a bunch of more comments. I don't know what's happening. Or I'm tripping here. First. So Dustin has Quinn Hughes, Patrick Laine. Did Nick ask for another one of those players? Is that why? Nick said Mutombo for Quinn Hughes. He's passing on the trade. He will sell them if you want to buy him, is basically what he's saying. I believe. Nick, I'll buy Bucky from you if you can't trade. Okay. Any interest in Bucky for him, Dustin? I'd do a 3-way trade for Bledsoe. Hughes going to me, Dustin getting Bledsoe from Jonathan, and Jonathan getting Mutombo. Is that correct? Why would I want to be? Will you guys confirm, Jonathan and Dustin? I think I hit a wall tonight or something, because that's where it was, though. Dustin, if you would rather have Bledsoe or Andre Johnson, perfect. That's part of that. Chourio and Kurt Warner for Chris. Those are the ones I read off earlier. Carter for Chourio. Okay. Holy cow, Al. Dill, Larry. Good luck, Zach. I'd do a 3-way for Bledsoe. Works for me. Above. Okay, perfect. Confirmed. So Bledsoe is going to, well, you're getting Mutombo. Dustin is getting Bledsoe. And Nick, you're getting Hughes. Did I do that right, you three? Hughes going to me, Dustin getting Bledsoe, and Jonathan getting Mutombo. Perfect. Okay. Good luck, deal. Works for me. I do a 3-way. Good luck. Good luck, Larry. Pass on the other trade. Bork for Jefferson. Eric, buy T. Higgins. Eric, do you want to sell T. Higgins? Is what he was asking you. Eric, if you want to sell T. Higgins to Greg, he's offering to buy, not sell them. Nick sold you. Sell Bucky to Greg. Thank you. Oh, that's Udingus. Okay. Whoops. I messed up. You messed up. Higgins, not you. Correct. Greg wants to buy you, dingus. Looking to trade only. Okay. Zach, I'll buy Warner. Did Zach say sure buy Warner? Or did he say above that he was selling or just trading? Zach above said Trio Warner for Chris Carter. That was part of the trades. Zach, if you want to sell Kurt Warner, you got a buyer. Confirmed. Yours willing to buy Kirill. Kirill Kaprizov went to Elliot. Elliot, if you want to sell Kaprizov, James will buy. He's also said he'll buy Aho, which is Mark. Mark and Elliot, if you want to sell Kirill Kaprizov and Aho, let him know. He'll buy them. Andre Johnson for sale. Okay. Andre Johnson's up for sale. Elliot will hold. Okay. I got the Bucky now. I'm almost there, guys. Almost there. That's your thing. So you're looking to trade only by Ottinger, says Elliot, or says Jason. Elliot's the next one. Jason. All by Andre Johnson. Okay. I'll keep, but thanks. Okay. Eric S. is just trading. The Kurt Warner was the one I think I didn't hear back from. Where's Warner? Zach B. Were you just trading, Zach? Someone said they would buy, and it was Eric K. Zach, if you want to sell Warner, Eric K. will buy. I think I'm caught up. If I've missed any, please let me know and I'll reread it through. But that was a billion comments, and my brain got overloaded. Scott Line for Felix Hernandez. Line for Felix Hernandez. Scott H. is a trade offer from Dustin. Columbus for Seattle. It's nights like this where I wish I had a hot tub. I'd just go sit in there and turn my brain off. I've had a goal to buy a hot tub for I don't even know how many years now. I just have never done it. Car gets smashed in, brakes go out. I decide to have kids that want and need everything in the entire world. Stay with Felix, okay? I'm going to roll the bingo balls here, guys. If anything else is unanswered, ask it again. Hot tub is a pretty, it probably is. I don't care. Can't I just have something nice, Eric? Besides my collection. Just, no one needs to know that. Just, it's nice. Okay. We need we need 2 bingo balls. Oh, so there you go. He's on Team Hot Tub. What's the problem? Okay, two bingo balls. 1, 2. Come on. Oh man, I might not make it through the night getting all this stuff done. 1, box 1. Hard to forget that one. It's a nice one. I wish it would have given me 200. 200. 183. Hot tub is the only that keeps my knee back pain in check. Yeah, that's part of the reason I want it too. When my doctor gets a nurse and she asks why my body temperature is nice, it's easy to reply, I'm from Michigan. No, I've just always wanted one. Like my parents had one when I was a kid. Okay, last call on T. Higgins, Andre Dawson. Those are up for trade. Brett, I don't know if you're selling or trading, but you've got Brian Thomas, Paul Pierce, and Ace Bailey. I'll give it a second just in case anybody wants to snatch up any of those or trade for those before I grab them. These are the last 2, and then we're done. Not a waterbed, no. I'm freaking 6'4", Eric, and not light. If I get on a waterbed, I might not get off. Wrong. Jason had one of those. That checks. That checks out. Line A for Dawson or Higgins is the last trade offer. Eric S., if you want to trade T. Higgins or Andre Dawson for Patrick Laine, let us know. I had one he'd roll out of bed. I don't think that would ever feel good. Rock back and forth. I'm going to grab those guys. I'll come back and update if anything gets traded. Because why not? Oh. Yeah, Dingus, if you want to trade Higgins or Dawson for Patrick Laine, that's the last trade. I'll use this. And I'm going to zero out those reds. Eric, if you still want Warner, it's yours. I'll wait for you to respond too, just in case. Kurt Warner, if you want it, is yours, Eric. Sure, okay. I've got Eric on Warner. Those landed with the get out of here. Did I get there? Oh, you're good. Never a problem. And I'm sure I'm bugging when I ask 45 times, especially if it ends up like switching and that's what hits. I just want to make sure that we know if there's an offer. 183, 183. We're good to go. Let's roll. Box 1 up first, box 183 second. So I'm going to keep Higgins and Dawson, okay? No problemo. I hope I didn't leave any trades or sell things off the table. There were quite a few. Nobody is lining up for my trades. Jerks, right? All these. Box 1. Gold bag? Does that mean it's a gold bag hit? I don't know. I don't know why I can't really tell who that is yet. Oh, now I can with the. I see the number. Wasn't really shining at me before, but now it is. There is our first jersey. And I think that was a trade or a buy or a sell or one of the three. That is Greg snagging Andre Johnson. JSA certified, one of my favorite players. You guys make fun of me. I don't really care. I like Andre Johnson. Dude led the league in, I don't know, his catches or yards a few times with nobody's throwing to him. Andre Johnson, Texans, Mitchell and Ness. Greg, nice hit. Congrats. Well, he has traded me a few hits before, including Saturday. That's true. That is true. Andre Johnson, NFL Legacy, 2008. Greg, nice hit. Congrats. And sorry, the trade and buy, sell, swaps. It happens. Great jersey there. Andre. That's not a running back either. We're going to go the whole day without a running back if this next one's not a running back. This is what happened last time you guys picked running backs. Nice hit, Greg. Beautiful jersey. If I hit that one, I'd have that one on my PC. If I say Bledsoe, I meant Johnson. Yeah, they're very close, too. Drew, Andre, Johnson, Bledsoe. Very close. 183. Starting football. We're going to go double football. We didn't hit a single football. Was it all last week or was it just the weekend? Okay. I was just saying. This one, yeah. Okay, 3, 2, 1. I think he was the final solo to get snatched up, and he's a guy I love. I just don't see his autograph. We've had this jersey in the series twice. It's a great hit. JSA certified. Chris Bosh for the Toronto Raptors. It's just not that easy to find, to be honest. I believe this is an Adidas. We got Noah now on an Adidas as well. I like the Adidas NBA jersey. I think they're nice. Chris Bosh, that was a solo claimed up by Bill. It was the final solo, too. You jumped on it. Great hit. Adidas Pro, Toronto, size large, plus 2 inches length. It's a great hit. Just catching up on the stream. I did guess Oregon. I knew someone guessed it. I couldn't scroll up to see it because it was gone. I wonder if anyone else guessed Oregon. Kyle, I'll write you down. That means you're in it for next week. I completely forgot. I just remember saying, did anyone get it? And didn't get a response, but Bill, congrats, and Greg, congrats. Andre Johnson and Chris Bosh. I'll refold. That's a bad fold job. Sorry to everyone else. 2 non-claims, right? 1 random, 1 solo. Okay, that does it for the night, guys. No bounty. We had a single running back. Recap on non-Big Al stuff. Our eminent was Quinn Hughes for the Canucks. Love that one. Basketball was still out there, Dame Lillard, which is great. Not the one pitcher, but still a great one there. We had 2 goalies from East Coast, Mike Richter and Ilya Sorokin. Love both those. Radke today was fun. Christian Gonzalez, authentic throwback, and Steve Young, retro. The rest is Big Al's. Jerseys you just saw were Chris Bosh and Andre Johnson. Helmets were Max Crosby, Bill Romanowski, Kenny Houston, Zay Flowers, Joe Namath, and Michael Penix Jr. That is everything. I'm sure. No, I believe in you. We're all going to be rooting for you. If anything's staying, guys, let me know tonight, and I'll get it posted in the corner. Congrats to everyone that won tonight. Sorry to those that didn't. I'm hoping it changes for you, or it stays hot if you're hot. So we're hoping. Okay. Have a great night, guys.